Sometimes it's soft as a misty rain that gently touches my soul. It cools the fire that burns in me, and I simply lose control. So just rain down on me. Let your love just fall like raindrops rain on me. Just rain down on me. Let your love just shower me. Just rain on me. Hey there, my name is LexC, and that was the multi-screen a cappella of the song Rain by SWV, performed by yours truly. I've gotten a lot of requests on the breakdown of those harmonies that I did in that a cappella video, so I'm going to break that down for you today. If that's something you're interested in hearing more about and learning more about, then keep watching. For this a cappella, I decided to model it after the way that I would normally do my own music. So within my songs, I will do 3 harmonies and I'll do 4 stacks on each of those harmonies just to give it that really full sound. But I didn't feel like editing that many voices together, so I chose to only do 2 stacks on each harmony. That's why you see in the middle of the video is my lead. On the left and on the right, there's like a high, a middle, and a low harmony going with those notes that I'm singing. So that's just a little bit of a breakdown on how I organized it to kind of give you a visual representation of the kind of harmonies that we're doing and to help you organize it in your mind how each note is going to be. In this a cappella, there are 3 notes or 3 harmonies that I'm doing. The first is the lead, the second is the second harmony, and the third is the third harmony, obviously. But the harmonies that I did in the introduction do vary from the harmonies that I did in the actual hook. So let's get into the breakdown of that. For the intro of this a cappella, I didn't want to just jump right into singing the verse because I felt like that would be boring. And I didn't want it to be like some long silence. So I opted to make my voice the instrument, and that my voice was the intro music. So I mirrored my voice after what the actual instrumental was doing. The first harmony I did was following the main melody of the song and the main key of the song. Okay, so for that first harmony, all I was doing was following that instrument in the very beginning of the song, that boom, 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 boom. I don't know if that's like a starry or like a celestial type of sound. I'm not really good with naming sounds right now, but that is what the first harmony is following. Do 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 do. Do. For this second harmony, all I'm doing is following that bass guitar that's in the introduction as well. So if you listen for the bass, it goes boom. And the bass, it makes that very distinct noise, that doom, 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 doom. So while I'm not exactly following the very low note of what that bass is hitting, I am following that same what do I call it, key signature, I guess, or I am following the same notes that it's playing, the same chords, I guess. No, scale. That's what I'm looking for. I'm following the same scale. I'm teaching music and I don't know the lingo. It's escaping my mind. But anyway, for that second harmony, just follow that bass guitar. Do 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 do. And you may have to practice that a few times to be able to get really low on that bass note, but that is what the second harmony is doing. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, this third harmony is a little more difficult for me to explain. It is kind of following the main melody, that main celestial starry instrument, that do 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 do, but it is slightly lower in that it's going ooh. It's more melodic and it's slightly lower than that main melody, just to add in that mid layer. So there's the main melody, there's kind of that mid layer, and then there's that bottom layer that we just went over. Do, 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 do. Hopefully that was a decent enough explanation of how I'm doing this third harmony. If not, again, just feel free to keep rewinding back to hear the difference in the notes. If you are by yourself, you can use a camera. If you have a camera, you can use your phone, either use the voice recording, or you can actually video yourself on your phone and try to sing along with yourself if you can manage to do that. If you have a group of friends that you're with and you all happen to be able to sing, then you can assign different harmonies to each person in the group and practice it that way. I would really encourage you to practice it by yourself first though, because you need to be able to train your ear to hear the different distinctions between all of the notes. That's basically what this video is. I got a lot of requests asking me to break down the notes in the song and the harmonies that I was doing because people said that they can't hear it for themselves. So what you can do is make sure you're playing back each of the examples that I have for you and try to make sure that you can feel the difference in your vocal cord structure and that you can actually hear the difference and train your ear to hear the difference, train your body to feel the difference, if that makes sense. I'll probably be making more videos on vocal exercises and body awareness to go into more depth about hearing a note versus feeling a note, but that's for a different video. For now, go play back the examples I have for you, practice it, and then continue on watching so you can get the next part. After the introduction part of the song, there is the verse of the song. For the verse, I didn't do too much. I didn't have to do any harmonies on the verse because it is very simple. Even when you hear the original song by SWV, the verse is very simple. So I don't feel like that needs much explanation. Just kind of follow along or imitate what SWV is doing on the verse. Sometimes it's soft as a misting rain that gently touches my soul. It cools the fire that burns in me, and I simply lose control. So the verse is very simple. All you're doing is following the lead vocals on the verse exactly as she is singing it. Make sure that you warm up your vocal cords a few times because she is singing in quite a high note and it can be really difficult. But this part is super easy. Just practice, 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 and make sure that you're hearing all the right notes that she's doing. But now the chorus is where we got to kind of dig into the intricacies of the harmonies that I was doing. In the multi-screen acapella that I'm doing, you can see there are 6 mini-me's all over the screen. The top row, the very top of those mini-me's, they are following the lead note, and it's just 2 stacks of the same note. As I explained earlier, when I'm in the studio, I like to do 4 stacks on 1 harmony, but I didn't feel like editing all of that together, so I just did 2 stacks for the acapella multi-screen that I did. And those 2 mini-me's on the top row, they are following the lead vocal. Because the lead is following the high note of the song, the other 2 harmonies are going to be lower than that. So just rain down on me. Let your love just fall like raindrops rain on me. Just rain down on me. Let your love just shower me. Just rain on me. So the very top row, the first harmony that I'm doing over top of the lead, is actually not really a harmony. It's called unison. That's a term that you use when you are describing a note that is the exact same note. It's basically like a stack if I were to describe it to someone in the studio. It's in unison. It's a stack of the lead. So you just follow the lead exactly as it's being sung, and it gives the lead a more full sound, makes it sound more big, gives it more body. The other harmonies are a bit difficult for me to explain because they do fluctuate quite a bit. I'm going to do my best to do a good example for you. Rain down on me, let your love just fall like raindrops rain on. Rain down on me, let your love just shower me. Just rain on me. The second harmony, which is the second row or the middle row of mini-me's, it's basically following the melody, but it does have some slight variations. Rain down on me, let your love just fall like raindrops rain on. Just rain down on me, let your love just shower me. Just rain on me. And then the third harmony, that last row, the bottom row of the mini-me's, those are going to be the low notes, filling in everything below the mid note, and those are going to be more straightforward. So just rain down on me, let your love just fall like raindrops rain on me. Just rain down on me, let your love just shower me. Just rain on me. I actually struggled with trying to decipher between the second and the third harmony because I think what's going on in the song is the second and the third harmony, like one is a mid and one is a low, right? At a certain point, they are on the same note and then they split off, one going to the mid, one going to the low. And then that lead note, the lead vocals are taking the high note. That's what makes this kind of difficult. Typically, the lead would be the mid note, and then the harmonies would be a high harmony and then a low harmony underneath. But this is not the case. So in the chorus, the second and third harmonies, they are unison in some parts, and then they break off for that slight differentiation to give that 3-part harmony that you hear in the hook. Hopefully that makes sense. Rewind both parts. Make sure you listen very carefully and understand the slight differences in between those harmonies. I hope I did a good enough job of explaining these harmonies to you. The reason why I was a little bit intimidated of doing this video and doing a breakdown on the harmonies is because, not to sound conceited or anything, but being able to hear the distinction between notes, it comes naturally to me. And I said, like I said earlier in the video, I didn't sit down at a piano and specifically tap out certain notes to sing. I just imitated what I heard in the song, and I was able to distinguish between those three melodies to be able to do a multi-screen a cappella the way that I did. So when it comes to explaining what it is I did, it's difficult for me to do that because I don't always remember what I did exactly either. I know what makes sense in my mind, but formulating words and using examples to explain to other people to help you all get it, that's a different story. I am very appreciative of the request that everybody had for me to do the breakdown of the harmonies, because it does make me a better teacher and it gives me more experience in explaining these vocal exercises and how to sing songs like this. And I actually might want to do more breakdowns of different songs in the future. So if you have any songs that you want me to break down the harmonies on, leave those requests in the comment section down below. Those are the harmonies that I use for my multi-screen a cappella of the song Rain by SWV. Again, if you found it kind of difficult to listen for the notes and distinguish between them for yourself, feel free to completely rewind, start this video all over again, listen back as many times as you need to. If you're by yourself, or actually just anyone, make sure that you are recording yourself on your phone. Your phone has a voice recorder or a camera. You can videotape yourself and try to sing along with yourself to hear all of those different harmonies. And another important skill that you will have to practice is hearing a different harmony, but being able to stay on your own and not encroach upon the notes that someone else is doing. That's very important if you want to sing in a group, making sure that you are able to hear all the harmonies and recognizing which one you are supposed to stay on. That's for a different video. Also in the comment section below, let me know if that's something you might be interested in learning about. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much to everyone who requested this. Thank you for the challenge of breaking down the harmonies. And if you enjoyed this and you want to see more content like this, give me a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified each and every time I post a new video. Thank you so much for watching. My name is LexC. Peace.